Back in the fight. Ever get that feeling of deja vu? Back in the fight. Much better.
Enemy leads 5 kills. 20 seconds. Enemy leads 4 kills. Enemy leads 3 kills. 10 seconds remaining.
Well, that just happened.
Enemy leads 2 kills.
Now,
Match complete. All finished. Play of the game.
wait for it. Eat my dust.
Arriving at Chateau prepare for battle. Select your hero. Three, two, one, fight.
Justice ain't gonna dispense itself. It ain't my time. Hold up. I got unfinished business. Done. Much. I'm on fire. to the best of us. This calls for a celebration. Thank you kindly. I've got unfinished business. Done? Much better. Happens to the best of us. I feel like a new man. This calls for a celebration. Let's start over. Just what they got room. Don't like shooting a lady, but for you, I'll make an exception. Easy. I got unfinished business. Happens to the best of us. Don't like shooting a lady. Make an exception. Done? Now, hold on. This life is never uneventful. I've got unfinished business. Like shooting fish in a barrel. Happens to the best of us. All patched up. Now,
play at that range for the Widowmaker.
Take more than that.
15 kills remaining.
Take more than that. Well, this life's never uneventful. Hold up. Catch up.
Down for the count.
Smart, don't you? It ain't my time.
10 kills remaining.
Don't move. Then goes the down. Then goes the down. I feel like a new man. Now, hold up. Take a walk now.
5 kills remaining.
Not in order.
3 kills remaining.
I've got unfinished business. It's time.
1 kill remaining. Match complete. Place. Play of the game.
It's time.
Double.
Happens to the best of us.
Arriving at Shacklegia. Prepare for
Quick
battle.
takeaways. My let me just say this real quick. 1.22, season 9, April 19th, 2018. It's Lofty Vagary. It's interesting that the muscle memory is coming along so much. Like, it's making me want to read about muscle memory because I'm like, how is this possible? Oh, another quick takeaway from that game, something I kind of just learned, like, I need to predict way more where the enemy's moving or where they're planning to move. Like, I noticed that.
Science will
Okay,
reveal
spectators
the truth.
here. I noticed that
Arriving at Shack.
like at the beginning of the game, I was thinking, why do I keep missing? What I shouldn't be missing this much. What the hell is this? How is that like these kids, you know, people younger than me, Overwatch pros? What am I missing that like pros and better people than me have? What am I not doing? And one thing I know off the top of my head that I learned between like last game and this game, the last round, this round, whatever, was who's the best here? I don't know. Peyton's Pizza. One thing I noticed was that first of all, I was a lot of my predictive 80-80 movement. Like my predictive aim is like it's been very much based on like Counter-Strike because that's the last FPS I had a lot of experience on before I came to Overwatch. I have to go put this AC on. It's kind of hot here. It works better when there's cold air outside. On another video, it said it doesn't work that well. But I noticed that, like, I've been practicing the way, like, my set mentality. Almost stole that. My set mentality is that like is set to the speed of Counter-Strike, and it's like I had to just think myself out of that between last round and this round. Like think like, dude, this isn't Counter-Strike anymore. People move faster. This game is faster in general. You gotta react quicker. You gotta move your hand quicker in accordance with how quickly people can move. And so it's like that's one thing. I wasn't thinking about the AD, and a lot of people do the AD spam, AD, you know, to try to dodge people. A lot of people without conscious, like, intention on how they're dodging per se. They just do that and hope that you miss for the most part, which is stupid as hell. And that's one thing that's like taken me forever to really, like, completely kind of accept, I guess you could say. And I hope I'm coming through on this. I didn't do a mic test. I need to do mic tests every day. I'm lazy. But like, I mean, the settings read like that. But once sometimes the settings read that I'm coming through, and like it's not, and I have to just do some stuff real quick to some technical judo or whatever to make it work. But anyway, so that's one thing. The AD spam is like people do it a lot. Like they do it a lot. Like, and I don't get it all the way. Like. I don't get how they feel like it's a good idea or how like they feel comfortable doing it. I would feel stupid as hell just doing AD spamming, and at times I do. It may seem like I'm doing it a little bit and stuff, and it's a piece of your dodge kit, of your dodge suite. Your like, I feel like everyone should have multiple like dodge moves, or like in their mind, like while they're trying to juke somebody out. In their mind, in anybody's mind, like I feel like a good dodge, somebody with a good dodge game, like myself, I think I have decent dodge game, if not good. Somewhere, but like if not good or pretty good, I definitely have decent dodge game, better than AD spammers who just hope that you miss. Like, and I feel like that comes with predicting how your opponent's gonna aim, and you know, trying not to be in that position when they're shooting in that direction. It's very subtle. Like using good dodge game is very, very subtle. Like it's like you don't see. It's hard to really say who has good dodge game, who doesn't. What's good in smart dodging and what's not. Like it's like, especially in this kind of game where it's just so fast and models kind of like change their orientation and position of how they're moving and standing like pretty quickly. I mean, compared to most of the games I've played, the only game that's as fast that I remember playing was Unreal Tournament, like 2003, UT 2003, and like I didn't play that game. Oh, this guy left or something, or you changed character? Changed the hogger. Let's go to hard char. Easy. That might be a little more interesting to the viewer. He's first, and he only died 4 times. Anyway, so that's one thing I took away from that game. That way, cause like when I went 50 and 26, almost a 2-to-1 KDR there. Final blows to death or whatever. Skill death ratio, elimination death ratio, however you want to put it. It was more like it's a final blows to death ratio, but whatever. FBDR, KDR. It's the easiest, simplest way to like say it. It translates from a lot of games, but so that's one thing about it. Is the just like, okay, so half the people at least you encounter in this game. I mean, maybe it's different at the highest level, and I kind of doubt it. I think they're just more active about the ADs. Like, I think it's still at least half of them, maybe like at least 35-40% of them, just from what I've seen in videos and stuff, still rely on like the AD spam and just kind of believe it and stuff. And some, I'm sure, think it's the best way to dodge and stuff. But anyway, so that being the case, if you're playing like a McCree, you need to just like split the distance. Are you playing a Widow? Split the distance. You put your crosshair kind of in the middle of where they're dodging, and you squeeze. You squeeze the trigger. You click when they've crossed it. It's kind of simple. It's pretty simple. But what I noticed, what I picked up from like between last game and this game, pretty much, like, cause I played like, I've been on this for, when did I make this today? And Linkster actually stopped by today too, won a few rounds. He lost one, but he was like second place. Linkster stopped by on this match again another day. I'm not saying we're cool or some shit like that. It's just like, why am I saying that? I don't know, just so you know, there's not a bullshit server. I only attract noobs and stuff. Like, it's good settings. And it's not like it's like because the settings are so good it attracts people. It attracts people probably on the West server who want to get into some aim practice. But the settings are good and smart, very fair for the most part. I think the Winston and the Diva damage received might be a little too high, but I don't know. I don't want people playing tanks too much in this shit, because it just gets annoying. It gets too annoying to be playing a bunch of tanks. So I have the tanks mostly nerfed and stuff. So like, you can play them if you want to practice them and get better at them, but you are nerfed a little bit. You are gonna have a little bit of a challenge. But yeah, I made it only an hour ago now, huh? So for the last like half hour, I've kind of been like, for the first like, I don't know, 2 rounds of this, I was like, I don't know, rusty or whatever, so I was still warming up and stuff, you know. And then after that, I was kind of sucking, and I was kind of like, there's a lot of kind of stuff on my mind. So that was part of it. I just wasn't focusing on it. But I was also thinking about like the logic of this aiming and stuff, and why I'm not like, why I'm not aiming as good and consistently. And then like, oh, I think this is why I mentioned the Linkster thing. Besides of, you know, saying that I don't just have random noobs, bronzes, or whatever coming to this server. Besides saying that, I would look at like his play of the game. He got like 1 or 2 play of the games or whatever. Linkster plays for the Houston Outlaws, if you don't know, Overwatch League. In the Overwatch League. So, and he's like pretty good if you look up his videos and stuff. So, I was looking at like his play the game, and he's like hitting these shots, and I'm like, in a way, I was kind of like, what the hell? Like, one thing he did against me, I was genging, and of course I don't genge often. I don't play genge a lot, but I was doing a little bit of genging, and he was Tracer, and we were kind of, we were in a little bit of a one-on-one. And then, like, you know, I almost had him, kind of. Like, he might have been, like, 50 HP or something, but I didn't have my dash up, or it might have been, like, 60 HP or something. I don't know. And then, but, I went ahead and did the deflect on him, and then he just waited it out, and I didn't even do it at the beginning, so I wasn't 100% predictable with it, but I don't know, he expected it. He waited it out, and then he, like, he blinked behind me, did a 180 back tap, like a 180 melee. It killed me because I was that low, and I was one hit, and I was like, what the fuck? That's like, that was probably one of the first times I've really been so impressed with a pro doing some shit that I was like questioning if I could do or not per se. Like, I know I like, in a way I kind of think and do believe that I could and can, but at the same time it was like the first time it really seems like I know I can't do it now, and I'm like, fuck, and I've been kind of working at it, and it's been getting to me, and this is dragging out, but whatever. It's like a web log. It's kind of like a log of my progress and stuff, so hopefully if I do make it one day, then, you know, the fans can watch all this stuff. I've said it on other videos, but I probably will say it again too, because I don't expect most people to watch most of my videos. So it's just like, if you hear me say it on this one, you might not hear it on any other of my other videos, and the same for other videos where I say this shit multiple times. If you have seen a lot of them and I'm just kind of boring you with this stuff I repeat, I apologize, but that will happen. Anyway, what do I need to get on here? So, Hardchar, Peyton's. I guess I'll watch Hazy. So I was like looking at Linkster's videos, and Linkster is very flicky. And not his videos. Well, I looked at his videos before, but today I was looking at his play the game, and he was just getting like instantly moving his crosshair to where he needed to be to kill people. Where he needed to be to kill people, and it was like, because he like his play the game that I remember vividly in my mind right now from today was he was Winston. What the fuck? Why does this keep? Oh, people are changing character. Wait, that's definitely a bug. I don't even know if they know about that. It drops the person when they change character. It's so dumb. But anyway, so it got me thinking about the whole muscle memory aspect of it and everything, like the way he just kind of flipped him immediately and stuff. Because I've seen him, he's come to this deathmatch server on another day or two. I've looked at his play the games on those days. I should just like slide out and spectate him now to really see what that shit is like live or whatever, like live, not just on stream. I don't know. And like, yeah, I don't know like how that's. But anyway, like. I'm taking forever to get to the next point I need to get to, which is the whole, okay, so predicting people's movements is huge. Like, predicting how people are gonna move, like, I don't know, I feel like maybe I used to not be able to do it as well. When I had less experience in this game. What am I now? Level 73, 3 stars. When I was definitely, before I got to Silver Border, I had kind of trouble predicting how people would move. Once I got to like 1 or 2 stars, like I feel like definitely like 2 stars, Silver Border, level whatever that is, level what, 673, 773, something like that. It's one of the two, I believe. That's 100, 1 star. Once you finish your 5 stars, then you're level 600, and then you finish another star, you're level 700. So yeah, once I was like level 700, or whatever, experience level 700, 2-star Silver Border, I probably could predict people's movement a lot better than I really could like fully accept or whatever, or like fully comprehend if I just sat down and think about it. I couldn't be as confident about being able to predict people's movement. But now I feel like I put in so many hours that I'm so used to how the models look and how they sway and shift and people's like how people choose to dodge and stuff, that now it's kind of like I can predict oftentimes. I feel like with almost 50% accuracy, if not exactly that or greater, can predict how people are going to like move their character, how they're going to yeah, how they're gonna try to dodge me. And then of course, if they're trying to dodge you one-on-one, there's a 50% chance they're just gonna go for some AD spam. If they're like fighting someone else, then they're gonna be removing in relation to that person and a lot more predictably for you, because Well, if they're AD spamming, then they're moving AD in conjunction in reference to the person they're aiming against. And so, and when I say AD, if you're just too slow or late for the party or I don't know what, late to the party, don't play this game really, but for some reason watching my video, I mean moving left and right. A moves you left, D moves you right on the keyboard, so AD is left and right. Anyway, I don't know, if you're slow, that's kind of a diss. Like, I didn't mean to say it like that. Like, I mean, like, if you don't play this game and you don't play FPS on computers and shit, you might not know. Yeah, if you play console, let me restart this. If you play console, Overwatch, and you're watching my shit, then you probably don't really know. If you've only ever played console FPS, first-person shooters, and so you're not familiar with how the movement on the keyboard is, then yeah, it's left, right. A is left, D is right, W is forward, S is backwards. So AD spammers, they just tap the AD at different varying frequencies. Like, some people do it really quick, and that's just not useful at all. For the most part, some people do it just a little too slow, and that's a little predictable, but you can hit a good cadence with it to make a lot of people miss you when they're trying to shoot at you. And I do get like beat by it more often than I should still. But so yeah, anyway, so the aiming. This has gone on for a full extra match. I'm just verbose, especially at this point in my life. And having an English degree, they make you write a lot, and make you kind of just make up stuff low-key, at least in my experience of having gone through like college. Anyway, but so the AD spam, predicting, okay, so splitting the difference with the AD spam, focusing on that is what kind of helped me when that previous McCree game I won. And then also focusing, like splitting the difference, putting the crosshair, you know, in between whatever I said earlier. And then the other thing was the predicting where they're going, predicting where they're moving. And the third thing, which like I said, I was sorry I had to blow my nose like 3 or 4 times now. Like, I generate more mucus than, like, I don't know, the average person for sure. Like, I feel like I generate, like, I don't know, 3 to 5 times more mucus than the average person. It's lame, it's annoying, but we all have our little issues, right? Our little problems, our little physical ailments and stuff like that. Like, I'm not even sick right now, I just have to blow my nose a lot of the time. It's lame. Anyway, so okay, muscle memory. Like, I started noticing there that I was hitting more shots than, like, almost every day now. I've been feeling like I'm hitting more shots and a little bit better at it than the day before. And it's kind of like astonishing to me, kind of surprising a little bit. Like, who should I be watching here? Peyton's Pizza. I'm wondering why he chose that name. Like, is that his favorite pizza joint? Like, knew where he lives and couldn't think of anything else, or he's really just fucking love that pizza joint, or maybe he either works for that pizza joint, it's a family organization, it's his own business, and he wants to just advertise it. I don't know. That's really been on my brain since I saw it. It's making me want some pizza for sure. Peyton's, I don't know. I usually just get Little Caesars because it's cheap, and I'm not that picky with food in general, so. I know people say, oh, it's nasty, whatever. I don't know. Or some people I know are inclined to think it's less good because it's cheap. But I don't know. My area, Southern California here, it's like $5 for a pizza, plus tax. I think that's in a lot of the country, but I really don't know. For the United States. But anyway, let me finish this. I'm rambling. So, not behind it for a minute, I lost it. I just started focusing too much on pizza, the actual gameplay in front of me. Oh, the muscle memory. Yeah. Like, I need to understand that. Like, how how it really works. Did this guy go to Widow? Yeah, did he just leave? He's just not first. He did go to Widow. Is it Chimera Light or Chimera Light? Chimera Light? I think it's Chimera. Anyway, so the muscle memory aspect of it, like, I was kind of like impressed and astonished and surprised and confused, slightly befuddled about the whole idea of the muscle memory, because like I saw Link's here earlier do his thing, and I'm now getting better and better, and just shots feel like getting easier and easier to hit, and like more and more often I'm finding, especially like with McCree, that yeah, when I point my, like, I think the person's there, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna move my mouse to hit that person. It happens like without really me thinking about it too much or having a lot of time to really like think about it or really aim it. I just like point and click, and it's like, how is this happening? How is this working? Like a fourth thing is, like, I've been under the impression that it's like, is my mouse really accurately all my like actual movements, if I get muscle, like, is it possible to develop true good muscle memory? Because does the mouse genuinely successfully, accurately, efficiently replicate the movements that you're making on the mouse to what's going on screen? And I'm starting to find that that's true. Like, it does. And like, I haven't believed it all the way for a while. And you know what, now that I'm thinking about it, part of it is because I used to not play even on a mouse pad. Like, I have like a I think it was a $40 gaming pad when I got it. Now it's the Republic of Gamers, like, big ass, I don't know, rectangular shit. Like, it's like, it was 40 when I got it. I think it's like 20 now or something. I got it like sometime last year, I think, 2017, early 2017, I believe, before June. And then I think I saw it in Walmart the other day for like 20 bucks or something, or maybe fries. But anyway, so there's that. It's a good pad. It's a very smooth surface. I apologize for all the tangenting and stuff. I'm just going stream of consciousness here. Yeah, like, I didn't write anything. It's completely extemporaneous. I think that's the word. I'm very compelled to look it up, but that might not be the word. I'm just gonna say that. I think of words sometimes that seem ideal and fitting for a situation, or like seem like the right word, but they aren't sometimes. Is what it is. I think the extemporaneous is the word, though. So like kind of off the top of the head kind of speech that I'm doing here, or monologue, or whatever you want to call it. So anyway, so the AD issue. Oh yeah, so the mouse is replicating. The mouse replication. So just to sum up here, AD spam, predicting movement, muscle memory developing, and that it does, just so you put in the time, the work, the practice. And then the fourth thing is the mouse. Like, I do have like pretty much a $100 mouse. It hasn't dropped that much in price since I bought it either. About the same time, pretty much I bought it on the same day with my mouse pad, like before June last year, I believe. 2017, I believe. It could have been 2016, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it was last year, before 2017, before June. I got this mouse pad and the, like, big ass. It's more like a gamer pad. It's more like a desk pad. I don't know. It's not like a small thing, but not a small mouse. But then this mouse I got, the Rival 700 by Still series. Really good mouse. I like it a lot. And I did get it because of this list on this website, winning.com. They have like something like that, I believe. If you Google like just pro Overwatch setups on winning, then it should be like the first result probably. It has like a list of like flawless sensor mice. I have a video up where I talk about that a little bit, but I don't know which video it is. It's probably one of these where I just have to remember afterwards, after I win or whatever. But It's a flawless sensor mouse, apparently, based on that site. It has a shit ton of mice. Like, I'm compelled to just go to it real quick for viewers' sake. So they know what I'm talking about. Flawless sensor. Bookmarked. So yeah, the mice here, I went for like whatever the heaviest was that they had at
Don't like shooting a lady. Good for you.
they don't have the 700 on there? Oh yeah, 135. Why isn't it not properly sorting by weight? It's kind of weird. But anyway, I went for like the heaviest that they had available, and I think the heaviest on here is 135 grams. Because I was like buffer before, I had more muscle. Even now, I'm like not a weak dude per se, as far as like grown men go and stuff. I think that's hard. That's a good question. Like as far as all grown men grow, where do I place amongst all of them? I don't know. But I'm not, like, as far as dudes my age go, I'm 27, so I hope as far as dudes my age go, younger, I'm not that weak or whatever. I'm okay buff, okay strength and size and everything. So anyway, what is this? What series of quality? Cool. It's a cheaper one. I meant to look this up, Gaming, best game. I like how expensive are these things? Because it's like $100 mouse. I'm just like $2,000 mouse. What the fuck? $1,000 mouse. Okay, so it's not as expensive as they get. But it's definitely, it's like a, because I'm like, I don't have the most expensive console mouse, and it's just like, how could it be so good? But you can probably get a really good gaming mouse around like $100, $50 to $100. Probably $50 to $150. You probably find yourself a good, somewhere between a decent and a good gaming mouse. I mean, I didn't even stay on that list for long enough. So all these mice are supposedly. What's a flawless mouse sensor? What's a superior sensor? A perfect sensor mouse? All these words are interchangeable and mean one thing. We want a mouse that does not interfere with in what we're doing. When we talk about a flawless sensor mouse, we mean that there is little or no prediction algorithms, no mouse acceleration, no jitter, no axis differences. All of these things are regularly included in some mice to make the use of these mice more comfortable and predictable. So, now that I think about it, it's like it's clicking in my head now. So if you get your mouse memory like really good, then how many Zoes on here? Because I have the FK1. It is on here. Okay. Because I was using that with Counter-Strike for a while. But you know, another thing was I wasn't using a pad with Counter-Strike, a gaming aiming pad to make my surface like nice and even. I was just using my raw table, and then what about the 300S? No. No. So the Logitech G300, which I was using actually a lot at the beginning of my Overwatch career, wasn't a flawless sensor mouse. So it makes a lot of sense. So you're using a flawless sensor mouse, and it's like, yeah, that translates your muscle memory the best to the game. So like I was saying before I started this branch of the, what level is this dude? I just get his final kill, and that's why you fan it, but he still got it. But fanning is more reliable, I swear it. Like I told that guy earlier when he was asking me, fucking Josh, yo, why do you fan the hammer? This guy doesn't, he got to a high spot and he was like, fuck this game, I'll just play casually. Anyway. Anyway, so let me restart this thing. That's 2 rounds now. I need to cut this off. How long has this been going? Way too long, I'm sure. Let me check the. When did I start this thing? 8:59. It is what? Is that legitimate? I started this at like 8:59, and now it's 9:48. Damn, I can ramble. All right. Anyway, I gotta cut this off soon. Damn, that's insane. Wow. So. Anyway, okay, so things I kind of really learned and fully like took into mind between last game and this game for the last half hour. Once again, just to sum it up, 80-80 spamming, how to kind of beat that, split the difference, put your reticle in the middle, click when they pass. 2, predictive movement, like 50% of the time or more I can predict how a person's going to move, so I need to just be predicting all the time in my mind where they're going to go to amplify my aim. 3, and predicting how people can go, that comes from just a lot of time of playing the game. Like, you're not going to just, I feel like you're not going to be able to, like, just do that, like, quickly or early, unless you play a game that's, like, similarly paced, and you played it a lot to the, before coming to Overwatch. So that's 3. 4 is the muscle memory. Believe in it. It works after a while. It does come into play, and you will find yourself hitting more shots, as I have with myself, just from the practice. And it's kind of like, it made me think like, how and why is this happening that I'm hitting more shots? Why is this easier now to hit these shots than before? And like I said, I need to read more about muscle memory to fully kind of to understand it more than I do. But I think it's just, I mean, the more you try to do something, the better you get at it, in a way. Just naturally, your muscles memorizing, and your brain kind of like memorizing how you need to move your muscles and your body parts to achieve the aim that you're trying to achieve. So, what else? Who's top here? Was that the name of that? Was the name of a girl that a lot of characters liked on a show? It's either a cartoon or it's character, fictional character. Not EastEnders. That's not what I know her from. Damn. No, it was like a. That was Mosley. I'm trying to think. Ned's declassified. It wasn't this. It was Cookie and Mosley, I think. Ned Bigby. Mose, yeah, that wasn't her. Naz. Damn, what is that from? Naz, character. Cartoon. Why am I getting so caught up on like fucking Ed and Eddie? Oh man, it was. I was like, I knew it was the hot, attractive chick that everyone liked on the show. Fucking Ed and Eddie, man. Oh man, she looks like weird. Look at that animation. The eye is on the hair somehow. Like, but she was an attractive chick on the show, baggy jeans and stuff. Oh man, nice. Anyway, it's like, I know this was the character. It's a great show, by the way. I used to love that show. It's still a good show, but I don't think I like it anymore. I don't know. I haven't seen episodes in years, so it might still be somewhat funny, but I don't know. Definitely the show of my youth. It was hilarious. I liked it a lot. My little antics trying to get jawbreakers and stuff. Good show if you haven't checked it out and you still have sentiment for cartoons. Anyway, I was summing it up. 80-80 spam. First person and Fluffy. I'm on Fluffy. The second thing was. Oh, the final thing. Okay. 80-80 spam, how to beat that. Predict movement. Third thing, muscle memory. Believe in it, it happens. It works. After a while, your muscles do memorize how to shoot and stuff like that. But it really is best facilitated by having a flawless sensor mouse. You don't have that, and you don't have a good even surface to play on, like a gaming pad, big ass mouse pad or something like that. Then it's like, or like a mouse pad that, you know, meets your sensitivity. It doesn't necessarily have to be like huge, but you know, you can play on it based on your sensitivity. And then the last thing, then that's good too. That's needed in order to really take full advantage of the muscle memory. And then what's the last thing? Yeah, I mean, having a flawless sensor mouse. I mean, yeah, it's huge. It's important. Oh my goodness, finally, I think that's everything. I took a long time to explain that unnecessarily. I think part of it is because I'm tired. I'm a little sleepy. Getting sleepier kind of by the minute. It's kind of late for me, just more than anything because I kind of woke up early. But anyway, that's that. I apologize that this took so long and that you watched this thinking that, I don't know. I was gonna say thinking that this would be very insightful and you'd get a lot from it, but you probably did. I mean, it was pretty insightful actually. And some stuff that I wish I could have been told months ago, a year ago maybe even, from somebody I believed and trusted, which I might be that for you. I probably am that for you if you're watching the video for this long, listening to me talk for this long. And through all my little tangents and stupid stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That sums it up. This is 1.22, season 9. I am Lofty Vagary. Today is April 19th, 2018, a Thursday. And I am now ending the transmission.